You know this. I was on MLB Network earlier this week on Tuesday.
I was watching you at my job, other jobs.
Yep, Jackie Robinson Day I was on, and the conversation turned to Juan Soto, who we all know, New York Mets right fielder who signed for $765 million. As you know, all guaranteed, right? All.
Yep.
And he's been struggling with the New York Metropolitans. I think he was 1 for 22. 2 for 22, I should say. After he made the first out of the inning, it was 2 for 22. And then he had an RBI single tonight. So he did get a hit and a run, which is great. But he's been scuffling. And you know on Tuesday I said it was time to officially call him Juan Soto. Not Juan Soto, Juan Soto.
That was a good one.
And we know how baseball goes. This guy's one of the best players in the game, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But is it foul or fair to talk about his struggles, even though we're not a month into the season? I'm going to let you start first. Is it foul or fair?
I think it's foul right now because of how early the season is, and we know for a fact baseball is a long season, and
it's a marathon. We know
it's a marathon, and we also know how many guys historically have started bad. One of his old teammates, Tatis Jr., started bad a couple of seasons ago, and then was able to get it rolling. Aaron Judge started off okay, then had a bad stretch last April, and then got it back going again. We've seen this in recent history. We've seen this all the way back in long history. So that can happen from a batting average, getting your swing back, home run standpoint. But where it is fair to criticize and call him so-so is him not understanding a few things, Rob. And that is, brother, nobody is going to give you empathy and nobody wants to hear excuses anymore now that you are the $760 million man. Nobody wants to hear, oh, man, it's just not the same. I'm not hitting behind Aaron Judge. You can't say that now.
I know. Why would he say that on the record?
I'll tell you why, Rob, because he's not used to understanding you're now the Derek Jeter of how Derek Jeter was the face of the Yankees. You're now Clayton Kershaw is the face of the Dodgers, where what you say matters. When you're just one of the guys, and you're a star, but, we really look for this person and this person, this person. We don't necessarily come for you for what you're going to say. You are the face of this team and the franchise. So when you say while you're struggling, oh, man, it was just so good. I had it easy hitting behind Aaron Judge.
Right, I had the best hitter in the league. Right, exactly.
You're hitting behind Pete Alonso. I think you're doing all right.
And Pete is having a good season. Pete's playing well.
Exactly. So I think he's not understanding. Oh, by the way, when I pay you this, Patrick Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? Give an example of LeBron, Steph. You're the face of a franchise now. So nobody wants to hear excuses, especially this early on. Just say, I got to get down to it. I got to see the ball better. I got to, have a better approach at my at-bats. Don't make excuses about and already talk about your ex already. So that part of, if you want to criticize him and call him handling the media, handling the pressure, I think it's fair to say he's Juan so-so with that. But it's too early. I think it's foul to really criticize right now. 3 home runs, batting about, 220-ish. I think he can get that rolling, but I think he has to have an adjustment on his approach of being the face of the league, face of a franchise, just to say, answering questions, handling the media, and also how he is having his rapport with his teammates. They don't want to hear that. You're talking about your other team, who was this and who was that. Already? It's not like you're reflecting 5 years later. So I think it's foul to question. I think he can get the bat warming up. But, again, how he's handling the rest of the stuff, it's fair to criticize.
Yeah, I just think that the same way if he was batting .340 and raking, we would be going crazy.
Uh-huh.
So it's just natural to take a look. Just because he's being called Juan So-So doesn't mean that he's going to be Juan So-So all year.
Right.
Before the season started, and I'm not patting myself on the back, I'm just giving you proof of performance. I said this, that he would struggle early on with the Mets. I've seen other star players. Francisco Lindor went there, right? Struggled. Yeah. You remember that? And people wanted to run him out of town, and then all of a sudden now they love him, right? Because because he's turned it around and he's fine. And I know people think, well, he's still playing in New York. He played with the Yankees. The Yankees and Mets are different teams. And I think that's where Juan maybe before with the lineup with the Yankees and different stuff, he can just, as you talked about, he's one of a couple of pieces.
Yeah.
When you go to the Mets and you sign that deal, you are the piece.
You the piece.
You're the piece.
It's a whole pie. Ain't no sliced up pie. It's the whole pie.
Yes, and teams now, they do pitch to you differently. Mm-hmm. We're not going to let Juan Soto beat us, right?
No, exactly. And that's, to me, when you have to, I would imagine, if it ain't all about, I mean, it's about the money, but what I mean is when you take the money, you have to consider everything. And consider that now, again, things change around you, how they're pitching you, who you are. You might not have as much support. You're not this isn't Shohei coming to the Dodgers with Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts and Max Muncy and all these other guys behind him, Will Smith and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? You don't have all of that. You got talent, but not all that. So you're not with the Yankees as you were last season. So to me, again, you have to anticipate that, right? You have to know this is going to happen. You also have to know Rob slumps are going to happen. It's baseball, so you don't have to be down in the dumps and already
right. And it's not. He's got a 14-year contract. This is the first 3 weeks.
100%, dude. Relax. It's been a few weeks. You'll be fine. You don't need to bring up your ex already.
Right. It was weird that he would even say that to the newspaper. This wasn't like hearsay or something.
Catch him in the barbershop
right.
slipping.
Exactly. Like this is it.
And the best part, by the way, was Judge already kind of, I don't want to say refuting it, but like instead of being like, oh, man, he's so complimentary, that's my guy, he was like, no, man, he's got some guys over there. Alonso is a beast.
Right.
He kind of shrugged, like, don't make it about me. He's got talent over there. He's good over there. I don't want to just sit up here and make it like, you should have left me. So I liked how Aaron Judge responded to that.
I agree. And Juan Soto, we know what kind of player he is. No one's saying he's going to be a bum for 14 years with the Mets. And he's not going to be great. Is
this year one with the Padres?
Yeah.
Where it was just like, man.
It was just okay, right?
Here we go. We got Manny Machado. We got Tatis Jr. We got Juan Soto. You're like, whoo.
Right. When they got him and it didn't pan out. And I think there have been a history of guys who have gone to the Mets, and for whatever, I have no idea why the first year just doesn't seem to be the same. And I don't know if teams just decide that's the big guy and we'll go after other people. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and that's why I'm wondering, is this the first year of the Padres with him, or is this the most of the season, especially the postseason, with the Yankees, where you're like, man, he's coming up clutch.
And last year, it's a different team, a different ballpark, like Yankee Stadium.
Great part right there.
Right? Like with the small right field porch. It's a different crowd. And the Mets have their own team, team and fans. They're not selling out every night. We're sitting here watching the games every night. Yeah. Right? Yep. The games are sold out at Yankee Stadium almost every night. The Tuesday night. You got a big crowd, right?
It's cold. They're still there.
It's April.
It's not coming down their nose. They're like, we're here. Come on, Judge, hit it over.
All of that. So
I think he's gonna be fine. Again, I don't.
He has a big enough track record that
agreed.
He's going to be.
But yeah, I think Scott Boras and the crew also sit him down and understand, man, young man, this is a long game, long season, long career, and and also help him with the leadership into this so that you can make it as as tension free, as media drama free as possible as a leader. And understanding, hey man, you don't have to speak about this, you don't have to, it's okay to give shorter and hey, look, right now the bat ain't hitting, but it's a long season, I'm sure I'll fix it. Boom, that's a great, you know what I mean?
Right.
You don't have to
get into the Yankees and Judge and all that. It just sounds like you were making an excuse.
He'll learn that, because I think he's 26 and I think it's his first time looking at it as you are singularly, the guy now. And there's a part of that you got to learn. And I think a lot of athletes, they forget that part of it. If you're John Morant, I'm just 21, I'm 22 at the time, 23, living my life, I'm having fun, I got money, I'm with my boys that I grew up with. It's like, yeah, but you're also the face of a franchise now.
Right. Across your chest is the name of a city.
Yeah, and they've poured resources into you, they've poured money, they're here to, and you got to act accordingly. And I think sometimes young people forget that, like, it's not just the money, it's also you leading an organization. We're paying you for that as well, not just the hits, home runs, and the great catches.